Hey there, this is Mrs. Williams, and I'm going to do question 8 at the top of the screen, which is from section 13.1. And I wanted to just show you how to do this by hand. It says you can use a calculator application or Excel function. But I know, there may be some of you, we all don't have the same calculator. And so I thought, well, just in case you're, not getting the right answer, I wanted to show you how to do this by hand. And this part here is from the book. So these are steps from the book. So this is in section 13.1 as well. But we have a principal amount of $5,000. The term is 4 years. Rate of compound interest 4%, and it's going to be compounded quarterly. So the first thing you want to do is find the number of interest periods. So since it's over 4 years and they're compounding it quarterly, that means 4 times a year. For those 4 years, it will get compounded. So the interest periods are just how many times does the interest accrue. So you just can think of this as, for this problem, 4 years times 4 times, my writing tool is slow today, compounded. And that's going to be 16. So it just means that there's 16 times throughout the course of this loan, in this case, that the interest is going to accrue. The second thing we want to do is find the period interest rate. So to do that, we can follow this formula. We're going to take the annual interest rate, which in this case is 4%, and divide by the number of interest periods per year. So since it's quarterly, that's 4 times per year. So we're going to divide this by 4, and that gives us 1%. So that would be our period interest rate. So 16 periods, 1% interest rate in each of those. Now we can go to table 13.1 or 13-1 and find the corresponding periods and the number of interest periods. So let me bring that chart up here. So we know that we have 16 periods, and the interest rate for those is 1%. And so we're looking at this number right here, 1.17258. So 1.17258. Sorry, not the best handwriting there. And that's our rate per period. Or excuse me, that's called the I factor. Okay, and it's just what the future value of $1 would be worth based on these conditions in this problem. So now we can actually, so steps 3, 4, and 5 really have to do with that table, finding that number. So we did that probably a lot faster than reading through all these directions. You just find the right column and row. So now step 6 is where we're at. We want to multiply the original principal, which is $5,000, by that table value of 1.17258. And that gives us our future value. And that comes out to $5,862.90. Now that includes our principal and our interest. So if we just want to find, that would be, in other words, in this problem up here, our compounded amount. That was one thing it was asking us to find. So that's what this would be here. And it also wants us to find compound interest. So to do that, we just want to take the future value that we just found of $5,862.90 and subtract off our original principal to find what was just the interest portion. And so we get $862.90 of interest. So that would be our answer for compound interest. I hope that helps. Let me know if you have further questions.